Welcome to the New School. My name is Rita Pisalet Breidenbach, and I'm with the New School's Faculty Center for Innovation, Collaboration, and Support. We provide support mostly around teaching and learning to all New School faculty. And yes, if you're at Parsons, you are part of the New School. If you ever don't know who to ask, please feel free to ask us at the Faculty Center at newschool.edu. This is our orientation introduction. If we were holding this in person, I'd have 45 minutes, and I'd talk about equity and inclusion as fundamental to good teaching, because you can't be a good teacher without ensuring an equitable and inclusive classroom and syllabus. I'd talk about how to do that. Then I'd introduce the notion of community agreements, which help to create a supportive and inclusive learning environment. Finally, I'd introduce various concepts in pedagogy, because most people teaching in higher ed have actually never been taught how to teach. We tend to teach what we were taught in the way we were taught it. But given what we know now about how people learn, we really need to rethink that. But I'm not going to say any of that. We've already shared or will be sharing with you information about those very things, most especially in the compellingly titled document, New School Teaching Handout. It's about 15 pages and packed with lots of useful information designed to encourage you to explore more. We'll give it to you after the live orientation because it's the basis for the breakout sessions that are the bulk of our live program. And the breakout sessions are facilitated by your fellow part-time faculty. Also, I want to highlight the Guide to Teaching and Learning at guidetoteaching.newschool.org, which is a really excellent resource. One thing I particularly want to call to your attention is the section headed New School Resources, which includes a series of short 3 to 5 minute videos and or brief descriptions and links to more information about student, faculty, and campus resources that we really need you to review. It's designed so that you can dip in and find what you need when you need it, instead of our giving you a whole lot of information now that you're likely to forget. Do please go in and review what's there so you know what's available to you. And if there's something that you can't find, please let us know. As you know, those of you teaching in person, which is most of you, will begin the semester in mask-required teaching spaces. Those of you teaching certain courses in the College of Performing Arts may have slightly different practices, so please follow what you've been told by your program leadership. We have guidance on how to address issues of mask-wearing compliance, and we also have suggestions for how to set up your class from the beginning in anticipation that mask wearing might become encouraged but optional. That will create a whole new set of challenges. So we really encourage you to think about and plan for that possibility from the start. Community agreements is one of the pieces of advice. We also have a wonderful 10-minute video created by our colleague in the drama school on communicating while masked. And that video can even be shared with your students. The mask wearing guidance and the video are available at guidetoteaching.newschool.org/masks and communicating. Also in the guide, please go to guidetoteaching.newschool.org/beginning of semester. Here you'll find advice on preparing for the first weeks, including guidance and policies, a trauma-informed approach to teaching, and especially supporting students now. Today's college students are very different from those we've worked with in the past, and we have some basic suggestions for how to support them as college students, as learners, and as people. Finally, I want to emphasize the importance at this time of acknowledging the ongoing challenges of the situation. Don't be afraid to say you're new to something and you don't know how to do it, or you're not very good at it. Don't be afraid to ask your students for help. Don't be afraid to share your own vulnerabilities in dealing with COVID fatigue, suffering, and loss, and the frustrations of teaching in new and perhaps unfamiliar situations. Recognize and honor your students' struggles and the challenges they've been through and continue to experience. To that end, I encourage you to view the video that we shared with you on trauma-informed pedagogy. It's only 10 minutes. You'll notice a theme. We try to keep our videos very short. And it describes why we are all struggling to make decisions, to focus, to plan, and to remember things because of the stress and anxiety that we've all been dealing with these last few years. Helping your students understand that will help them be better students. So I know we've given you a lot of information, but we're trying to do this in a way that allows you to move in, step away, return to, and review, watch, or read again in the same way as we would encourage you to plan to do with the students in your class. You'll notice that we have closed captioning turned on, and we're also going to share a transcript of this recording for those of you who prefer to read rather than view, or read and view, as we would hope you would think about doing with your students. Think about how you learn, ask your students how they learn, and how you could help them learn. Try it. I wish you all the best for a successful and gratifying semester. Welcome to the new school.